Welcome back, trainers, and we're going to be taking a look at my classic Palkia and Dialga team in the Open Master League. Now, as far as the third Pokemon, you can switch it up, and we've done several different Pokemon, but we're going to be going with our Metagross here, which is going to be the only best buddy that we do have, because I'm slacking. So we will have that equipped 100% for the Metagross and 100% for the Palkia. Palkia is not going to be completely maxed out. Unfortunately, I didn't raid hard enough. I didn't give enough money to the raid, so I was able to max out my legendary. But as far as Dialga, oh yeah, you already know I got up on that. Okay, you already know I completed that one. So it is going to be a 98, 15, 15, 14. Unfortunately, I still couldn't get the 100. I went crazy. I mean, I even went over XL candies for what I needed because I was like, I'm done, but I'll try to get the 100 because it's a Dialga. We already know how OP it is. So it's a fun team here. Let's take a look. So we got Palkia. You got two dragons, right? But technically, Dialga is not necessarily going to be weak to Charm, and you do have Iron Head, which can be a big threat to those fairy types. And then you do have Metagross to protect yourself from that as well. Palkia is kind of like the ground protector because of its water typing. Also really good up against steel types, specifically Metagross, because of its water typing. And even more so good up against Kyogre, right? Because you're dragon and water, so you just got that massive resistance. You're out there kind of like just splashing around, and it surfs like, yay! And it's waterfalls. Next battle is get into the commentary. If you do enjoy my videos, please hit that like button, folks. You knocked it out of the park for that Persian video. My gosh! I gotta give you a bow and a thank you. You can't see me bowing, but if I did, the microphone would get all weird, so we'll just visually think about that. Okay, so what's going on here? I think we're going to get 2 shields if I remember this correctly here. And that's great. Okay, perfect. Down we go. That's great. So now we're just going to bring in Metagross here. They're swapping. They got a little bit of health on that Togekiss we need to look out for, which can be problematic for our, I call it Prometheus, but our Palkia. And out of the 3 that I'm using here, out of the 2, Dialga and Palkia, I do personally like Palkia. It just looks so cool. I used to think they were ridiculous, honestly. Sorry, I'm stepping away from the commentary. We'll get back into it. But when these things first came out, and Giratina, I didn't like them. It looked like they couldn't move. Like that's the only thing that was going through my head. And why do they keep throwing this like hair clipper design on? You got it on the tail of Groudon, and then you got it on the feet of Dialga. You know what I'm talking about, like hair clipper. But that was my only thing. But now it's like, I have to look at them all the time, so whatever. Palkia's got the high heels going there, and like I said, they just look like they can't move. Like they're just stiff things. Anyway, next battle, we have a good lead here. We're steel types, so we're not taking super effective. Dragon Breath just digging into that Garchomp. But they do have Dragon Tail, which is no pushover move, even though we are part steel. And they're shielding up our Iron Head here. Now we have to call, what is it going to be, Sand Tomb or what? We let it go. Sand Tomb. Perfect. Okay. And we're able to farm down without having to use a shield, and they've used a shield. And they're going to be able to get a decent amount of farm with our Dialga out here, but we're going to go ahead and throw the Iron Head. Not very effective, but still better than no damage at all. So we're going to go ahead and bring in our Palkia to have a little fun here, because I don't want to have to worry about that Earthquake with our Metagross. I'm shielding it up anyways, even though I just said that. And they're going for a bait Meteor Mash. Nice. It still would have done a decent amount of damage, but it is resisted at the end of the day. We're going to go ahead and swap and see if we can farm up here. I screwed up. Yeah, no, well, they go Meteor Mash again. So I feel like they do have energy stored up on that Metagross for later because, yeah, that's not all the energy they had there. And they got a Giratina in the back here. So as much as I would have loved to use Palkia, Giratina, and Dialga all on the same team, it's just way too weak to Charm. It's just not. Come on, if you run into a Togekiss, it's over. All right. I mean, technically it's not, but you see where I'm coming from. It's still pretty cool combo team. Maybe we got to try that out one day. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and bring in Palkia to just farm them down. And oh, by the way, if I misname them, Palkia, Dialga, Giratina throughout this video, it's probably gonna happen, and I'm just gonna slip up, and it'll happen. All right, I just can't get their names straight for whatever reasons. So we're up against a Mewtwo here. We only need to look out for Focus Blast. Shadow Ball, it is doing a decent amount of damage, and now a Ice Strike it'll pretty much KO. So we're still doing pretty good here. We will shield this up because I got to an Iron Head here, And let's see if we can sneak it in. If anything, we're going to force them to throw another Side Strike and basically just use up their energy to take us out before we take them out. But they're letting it go, and they got their own Dialga in the back. Okay, sounds good. We're going to go ahead and bring in Metagross here. Palkia, you know, it's one of those Dragon Breath users up against the Dragon Steel type, which is going to be the Dialga. And you're going to be doing okay damage with the Dragon Tail on your Palkia, but yeah. Just go with the Metagross here to kind of just wear it out. But they do have a Melmetal in the back, so we're going to go ahead and swap. We got everything kind of working against us here. We're working with the Steel and Dragon up against the Double Steel back here. And the Melmetal, which is going to be super spammy. But Palkia is really good, despite it not being completely maxed out. Yeah, just take a look at that. So we do have a Dragon Breath and a Dragon Tail user. Didn't want to go double Dragon Breath. I just found that, you know, it would be fine. But, you know, let's have a little fun and switch it up here with some of our Pokemon. So for another Aqua Tail, they're going to be swapping to snipe us. Oh, okay, I see you. All right, so can we pull this off? I don't think so. They're going for an Iron Head. We're still going to have a little fun here. So what we want to do is build up a little bit of extra energy. Oh, I tricked you. Honestly, I almost top left, got really tilted, but then we saw, I was like, wait a minute, what am I thinking? Yeah, we'll go ahead and take this Melmetal out and take the win with that Meteor Match. For whatever reason, I thought they had like over half health. I don't know why. Next battle, we're met with a Mamoswine. And again, this is the power of Dialga. Lead. Dialga in general, period. Bulldoze is going to do a lot. That's something we don't want to really have get connected to us. But we kind of just guessed here. We're just like, you know, just going to let it go. It's going to be an avalanche. And it was. You can survive that quite comfortably. But now you're going to have to shield, obviously. So we're going to let it go, though. I don't want to use up that shield. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Metagross to farm up. And again, I'm going to call this and say it is an avalanche. And yes, it is. Bulldoze, again, would have done a lot. It is stab. Now, at this point, they have to call it. So this is going to be it right here. They have to... If they shield this up, they're out of shields. If they let it go, oh, it's not good. And at this point, they say, yeah, you got me. And that's going to be a wrap for that one there. Moving on to our next battle, folks. This is going to be a short and sweet video, folks. We're going to move on to Flying and Great League today. So it should be pretty fun. All right, so for this next battle, we did have a great lead. They had Kyogre, and, well, we are leading with Dialga the entire time. So they're going to be swapping into their own Dialga. We got a kind of a mirror match going on here. And we're going to be getting a shield with our Iron Head. Great. And we're getting to another Iron Head here. Fantastic. Let's see if they want a double shield or let it go. And they let it go. We're winning that matchup. And they're bringing in a Giratina. Stumbling over my words here, folks. All right, so since we know they have a Kyogre in the front, we're simply going to be bringing in Metagross here. So what we're going to do is get that shield. Well, we need to get that shield. Let's see. Get to the Meteor Mash. Beautiful. And letting that Ominous Wind go, we need to hold on to that shield. Because of Blizzard, you're going to see here in a bit on potentially on the Kyogre. Could have Thunder, but we're just going to say it has Blizzard because we just need to. That's the way you play. You don't assume the best, you assume the worst. I mean, I'm not trying to make it seem like a bad situation, but that's, you know, it's just the way the game works, right? Anyway, so we got the Kyogre out here. We're going to go ahead and go Draco, missing bubbles and everything. All right, getting to that Draco, taking him out, and then taking out that Giratina with our Dragon Tail. Let's go, Palkia. Next battle, we got a mirror match going down here. Now, usually my Dialgas are going to be worse than pretty much everybody's. Let's see here. We got... Yeah, so it looks like a little bit better than ours. Usually they're 100 or 100 best buddy, and mine's a 98 and not even best buddied up. So having fun here, but it's still 50. It still does something. It's not like, oh, it's horrible. You know, with one less IV and HP, you want to know the difference? Nothing. Nothing. Quite literally, there is no difference. Okay, so don't worry about it. It's gonna be nice to have that perfect 100% number, but whatever. Okay, I tried. I spent $300 or more on that stupid raid. Frick, can you imagine everybody else do? Man, they make so much money off this digital stuff, dude. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. Man, got some stuff to say, but we'll keep it moving. We got a Landorus out here, and we're going to see them swap into a Mewtwo. We're going to go for that Aqua Tail, and it's going to do big damage to that Mewtwo. Got this lag going. I'm thinking, oh, you better do the damage. Okay, sick of this dango battling. All right, we're approaching-ish the end of the season. I mean, we still got some time, but there's still got some massive crap going on here. Where they're going to just drop one big update, and it's just going to work? Is that what's going to happen, huh? I'm waiting, folks. You all are waiting too. What's gonna give? You know, really quick, I just gotta say, you know, it's not like a cry wolf situation, but eventually, you know, when you say you had like a favorite vending machine, I just thought of this instantly here. So just bear with me. It's not the best scenario ever, but say you have a favorite vending machine, you know, favorite old school snack, whatever the case may be. It's really hard to find. Who knows, right? So you go to this one, maybe by your work or on your trail or whatever the case is, okay? And it starts to like take your dollars. And there's nobody around to report. And then all of a sudden, it doesn't actually give you the snack that you're trying to get. It gets stuck, okay? And it starts happening a couple times a week. But you like this snack so much, this treat or whatever is in there, that you can't find anywhere else. And if you order it online, it costs like $20. So you just go to this vending machine, right? And it keeps doing this. It takes your money and then it gets stuck, takes your money, but you keep going back because you want it so badly. Now, a normal person would stop at a vending machine, right? But this is us in Pokemon Go for the rates. This is us in Go Battle League. If you're thinking, well, I'm not paying money for Go Battle League, what is Stardust? What is the legendaries? What is getting the Pokemon? What is your time? Time is the most precious thing, okay? So let's talk about that. Hey, time, get it? Palkia Dialga, hey! Man, I just go on tangents, don't I? I just can't help myself, all right? We got a good gameplay. You can take a look at that, Palkia. Scooping it up. Let's go. Just wanted to talk here, folks, because someone's got to give. And the reason why I'm saying that is because, please, for the love of God, Niantic, fix it before people are just, they don't want to go to that vending machine anymore. And they say, I'm just going to order my stuff online. What does that mean, ordering your stuff online instead? Let's playing something else. So let's get it together here, folks. Come on. There's only so much time before people are just going to just say, I'm done. All right, so we got a Conkeldurr. So what we have to do, since we don't have a particularly strong answer to that, is stay there. All right, so they're going to be bringing in Garchomp after we did farm up here. And we're going to get that shield. So we gotten both shields from them. We got the Palkia in the back. Again, we just have to hope that there's no Togekiss. So there's a high probability that there could be one there. So we got to, I think I may preserve our Metagross for that reason here. And never mind. Okay, so if there's a Togekiss is over. Well, not quite. Okay, it's a Metagross. We're good to go. Earthquake's going to do a lot, but for my Palkia, which is not even at level 50, I can get to 2 Aqua Tails here. And then plus the accumulation of the Dragon Tails, and it should be enough. Plus maybe 1 more Dragon Tail, so there's 1. I usually build up to 2 before I do that. And then 2 Aqua Tails, just really strong stab, and then 1 more Dragon Tail. Beautiful, taking that win. Well, now we're taking that win. All right, thank you, Palkia. Again, with the scoop up at the end for us. Nice cleanup with the Aqua Tails and Dragon Tails. Next battle, I met with a Garchomp. This is a good lead. They're going to be swapping into a Metagross. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Palkia, which is going to be the counter, literally, for Metagross. And Excadrill with the Aqua Tail. So, all right, so hitting us with the Earthquake, doing a lot of damage. So at this point, the Meteor Mash is going to easily be able to take us out. Now, they could shield this up, or the second one here, and then farm us down and then come out of here with energy. And they're probably going to do that, and that's exactly what they do. And that is my own fault for letting the Earthquake go. I figured that's what they were going to hit us with, and down we go. But we still have a shield, so what are we going to do? Go in here and farm down with Palkia or Dialga? Hey, I caught myself saying it. That's exactly what we do. They have an Excadrill, so things have just gotten a little worse. So we go for the Iron Head here, and damn it, are you kidding me? They let it go. That could have been a basic one-shot with Draco Meteor, and then an instant swap to refresh our stats into the Metagross. But now we're looking horrible. Metagross is not going to be able to handle that, or is it? So we shield this up, holding on to our energy, going for the Iron Head, and I do believe right after this, swap into Metagross. All right, staying, and I caught a Drill Run. Like as if they're going for a Rock Slide. It's okay. Whatever, works, it works. And they're coming in here with a Garchomp, but this is not looking great. I don't know about this one here. So it looks like they could basically just farm us down, and we're out. And in comes our Dialga. So it's either Outrage and Sand Tomb. So they go Sand Tomb for whatever reason. Maybe they just weren't there. Can we get to an Iron Head, folks, and we actually take the win? Are you serious? That was crazy. I stood up for this one. This was a damn, I can't believe it. I literally said to the phone, this guy is either hype, like, what was that? Like, in excitement or pissed. One or two things. Next battle, we got a mirror match going on here, and I do believe this is a better one. Alright, so we're going for Iron Head. They're farming up extra energy. Yeah, theirs is definitely stronger, better CP. So, looks like they're just going to double shield it. This is the double shield one. Great, perfect. Okay, sounds good to me. So we got Palkia, which we're not going to bring in. We're going to bring in Metagross here. Now we need to look out for Draco Meteor, which is going to do a lot. So we're going to let this first one go. Draco Meteor wouldn't have KO'd. Now they got a bunch of energy still on their Dialga, which we need to remember as they do swap into their Lugia here. We got the Palkia in the back, which we don't really want to bring in because a Lugia does have Dragon Tail. It's going to be super effective, so we kind of want to stay here. And really, we need to think about what we have going on because, again, Charm in the back, Palkia is not going to be able to handle it. Draco Meteor is not very effective. If it gets Hydro Pump, but I don't know. I think that could be an interesting move to run. It's not too often where I'm using Draco, although up against the Kyogre was great right in the beginning. So in comes their Dialga with their Iron Head, and they're getting me with the bait. We use our last shield. What you got in the back? And this is it, folks. It's a Giratina. Here we go with the Draco. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Turn notifications on. And I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.